to today's stream. Gonna post and let everybody know I'm live, so give me a second. What's this? Oh. Just make it quick and easy. Already know when I'm posting. Alright, post on Twitter. Okay, let's go ahead, get into this stream. My headset. Move some stuff out the way. Hold on. Alright. Hopefully everybody's having a good night. If not, sorry to hear that, but hopefully your night does get better. I don't know why it's like I could do a live stream, no problem. As soon as I try to do a video, so many issues. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why I can't just, you know, do a video. What's up, Illy? Try to record a video and had to do like numerous takes. I see why a lot of people just, you know, overall become a streamer. How's your night going? Night's going good. Can't complain. Chilling for the most part. How about yours? Same, just chilling. Always good. Always good. Just get a night to just chill. Alright, let's see a street race that's easy to do. Which house is this? Is this the house that... No, that's that cheaper house. One house. I'm so far from it. Buying it for $5 million. It just got one too many things on this. But on this dating app, watching different girls on live. You know, I've given up on the dating app stuff. I tried giving it a chance, but it's not for me. You know, I support people that do it and, you know, overall find love through it, but dating apps just ain't for me. Like, I remember when Tinder, when it very first came out, and of course, you know, you're going to create an account just to see what all the hype is about. I got on there. Alright, was you on? Tinder, then I remember a friend of mine, he told me about Bumble. I tried, there was a few of them I tried out, but it was more so, freaking, Tinder and Bumble. But, no, I remember when Tinder, when it very first came out, and they had like a poll thing to let you know like how many girls like swipe no on you and how many girls had swipe yes on you. I think mine was like 90. It was either 80 or 90% had said no. And I was like, wow, well that's just depressing. Dang. Side too. I've given up on it. I'm like, I'll you know, Hopefully at some point in time, meet the future Mrs. Moss. But if not, I'm like, bro, it is what it is.
Recalculating route.
What did I get on that? 3 stars? I already got 3 stars. I don't even need to do that. Man, entertainment for real. Yeah, you know, I see, like, with some of them, like, you know, people, they do it for the entertainment, but I remember, I know, me and it was a friend of, well, it's old friend, but we went on Black People Meet. I was just more so surprised on seeing white people on there. I was like, dang, I didn't realize that was allowed. Which is fine, I want to see, don't get me wrong. No, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it was like after, you know, last year, it was a pretty bad rejection, because it was a girl that I was chasing for a while, and she just dropped it on me one day that she got into a relationship, and I was like, dang, well, I guess all those years of chasing you just didn't, you know, just wasn't enough. So yeah, I was like, I kind of chilled on the dating scenes, but I was like, you know what? Nah. I'm like, life ain't over yet, so. It just be crazy, though, where there'll be, like, women out there that'll be like, oh my god, I don't understand how you're not in a relationship yet. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, right? Like, it's wild. Don't spend money on girls, though. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if I know, like, something's gonna happen between me and this girl, then alright, yeah, sure. But if not, then nah. This girl a battery and alternator for her car. Dang, did you really? I'm trying. No, you might have told me that. If it happened a while ago, you might have told me that. But if that was just recently, then dang, that's messed up. A battery and an alternator, and I'm like, fam, that's nah. If I'm buying you a battery and an alternator, we gotta be in a committed relationship for like a while. I'm saying, like, we've changed our Facebook stat. Not okay. Then somebody was telling me a while ago that they kind of had like a similar situation where they bought a girl some stuff, and yeah, it didn't turn out so good for them. But yeah, stuff like that, I'm like, man, it's messed up. No, I was pretty much in the same scenario myself. Like, I went ahead, I did a lot. Like, it was crazy because that same girl had told me that, I remember, like, afterwards, because I kind of did bring it up. I was just like, you know, feel like a S word for doing that. Bro, I had many things running through my mind, because the girl that I had liked last year, she, well, pretty much had stopped liking her last year, but she, that was like one of the things I remember she told me when I brought it up, because I was like, dang, I mean, I was kind of chasing you for a while, like, I'm saying, like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? And then I think I mentioned that, how I was just like, I felt like I did a lot, and I'm like, you mean to tell me, like, nothing? Like, there was nothing out of all of that? And she was just like, just because of the little things you did. And I remember when she said that, it just was like, the little things, like, fam, I gave your family shoes that I could have overall charged you for, but I gave away that stuff for free. I promoted her family business. I did a lot. So I'm saying, that's something that I don't think a lot of people would do, especially if, you know, if they stuck in the friend zone. So that kind of like had not so much as like hurt me, but it just kind of was like, what? You think about it, I think we all do. But yeah, I was like, I gave her like 200. I gave her family $200 pairs of Jordans, because she said that they, you know, needed help with shoes, and so I'm like, all right, well, you came to the right place. I'm like, which type of shoes you need? And it was shoes where I'm like, dang, like, do I really want to give these away? Well, I'm like, I kind of do like this girl, so. But yeah, she said that, and I was like, that's something where, you know, like, you just sit down and think about. I'm like, hey, even if you, like, now, if she wanted to get into a relationship, I'm like, nah. All that, you know, pain was just unnecessary. I'm like, I ain't going back down that route. Like, we could be cool, we could be friends, but I'm like, I ain't going back down that route. Been giving her good shoes. Fam, like, $200 pairs of Jordans. Freaking, there was other shoes. They were like, they cost me $200, but they were worth like $300 on StockX. Like, I cherish shoes. I'm freaking in love with shoes. I give you a pair of shoes. I get not even one pair. Like, it was multiple. Like, you would have thought that I was on, like, freaking that Complex show sneaker shopping the way I was walking out of my house with shoes, giving it to her and her family on 2 different occasions. I'm like, you still don't see nothing out of that? I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. But it, you know, at the end of the day, I'm like, I ain't gonna hold that against her, you know. Like, what's in the past is in the past, so if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. I'm not gonna, you know, spend my time trying to change her mind. If I was chasing you for 3 years and you've seen nothing out of that, I'm like, that's on you. It's me spending years trying to chase this one girl. Shoot your other guys over. Fam. Like, that was the same. That's literally been my whole life. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I've been rejected. I said that, no, I was talking about that yesterday. Like, I've been rejected literally my whole life. And it's just something, you know, I've learned to, like, after last year, I definitely have learned to, like, just, you know, overall deal with it. Can't believe that though in your case. Yeah, bro, I'm telling, bro, I've like literally my whole life. I can remember like even situations when I was a kid. And I remember there was this one girl. I remember I wrote her a note because, you know, that's like what kids be doing and stuff. I wrote her a note saying how I liked her. And she was like, you know, kind of being hesitant about it. And I think overall, like, you know, she had good reasons on why. But she wrote me a note back. And it was like with all these like hearts and crap saying how she likes a friend of mine's. And she gave it to me. And I'm like, dang, really? Because you focus on YouTube, I think you already have multiple. Nah, it's like if I did, it, you know, and that's the thing where I'm like, I'm not even like, I don't even want all of that. I don't want the whole like, oh, I'm talking to multiple girls, like, look at me, like, look how I'm, you know, like, I ain't trying to like that's just something that I wouldn't overall want to like brag over, you know, like, overall, I just want to just settle down at this point. I'm not really into the whole like, oh, I gotta have like multiple girls on my phone, or, you know, like bragging about how many dates or whatever. I'm like, that lifestyle ain't for me. I'm like, I just want to, like, you know, settle down with one relationship, call it a day. I know this gonna sound crazy, but if the one girl came back, gave me a chance, I'd probably take it. See, that's the thing, like, because I feel like I probably, you know, I'm saying, like, I wouldn't. But here's the thing. If you spent a long period of time overall, like, chasing this girl, and she choose another, you know, guy over you, and, like, you know, at the end of the day, and then here's the thing where it's like, okay, I feel like that's something that she would bring up, like, about her feelings and stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean, I chased you for all this time, and I don't think my feelings and how I overall felt about you didn't cross your mind once. So why all of a sudden now? Like, I don't want to be a ruthless and, like, you know, just downright, like, rude and mean person, because that's not who I am. But if something were to happen like that to me, I'm like, you know, I tried and you didn't see it. I moved on, and I'm not going to date somebody that, you know, or be in a relationship with somebody and I just don't have no feelings for you. So I'm like, what's in the past is in the past. I've made peace with it. I'm saying that, and I don't know what the future holds for me. Maybe she might say some things. Maybe she might break down in tears and start crying in front of me. And I don't know. If I cave in, I cave in. But if not, then I'm like, I stuck to what I said. It's like her best friend, too. So she always vent when they problems, but I feel bad because so this was hard. No, and it is. Honestly, it is. Like, that was one of the things, though, that the girl that I had liked last year that she wanted me to do was, like, she wanted me to hang out with her and her, like, her boyfriend and crap. And my thing is like, you know, I really don't want to hang out with the guy that you chose. Like, you chose him over me. That's something that I'm, you know, that I'm not cool with that. I don't want to do that. Like, you know, it may come off as me being toxic. It may come off as me acting a certain way, but I personally don't see myself hanging out with somebody, and, you know, I wouldn't even do that to a girl if she said that she liked me. I wouldn't like be like, oh, let's, you know, hang out with me and my girlfriend, the girl that I chose her over you. Oh, this is hard. It's not toxic. No, like, you know, like, I would. And because, like, yeah, at the end of the day, I just, you know, overall see this girl as a friend now. Like, I would. But, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Because I'm like, I really don't want to talk about, like, you know, your relationship. But, no, it's, yeah, it's gonna hurt. And then I remember back in high school, there was the one girl. I don't know if you was here when I talked about that, but there was the one girl in my at my high school. She turned me down because I'm black, and that's something, you know, where you sit down and you question yourself, like, dang, like, I shouldn't really be questioning myself for the, you know, the color of my skin, but I did. I ain't gonna lie, like, I legit questioned myself. I got depressed, like, you know, it was one of those things where I'm like, I didn't expect to hear that. Like, you could have just said I was ugly or something, or I was, like, short, but nah, you had to literally, like, even if I'm like, it's like things that's like, you know, that can be changed, but I'm like, I can't change the color of my skin. Like, what do you want me to do with that information? She mentioned that one. Yeah, I'm saying, like, that, it's just the one thing in my life that stuck out, like, dang, like, I don't think I've ever had nobody tell me some stuff like that before, but yeah, that girl, she, thing is like, you know, not to, like, say it like it's a good thing, like it sucks, but she's been in, like, numerous relationships. I remember she was at least in, like, 2-3 different relationships, like, throughout that time, from, like, because it was like 2 years when we were in school, and so she went through like 2-3 relationships when we were in school, and I think they was like, she went through some more, and then they was like, she was engaged. I remember last time I talked to her, she said she was arguing with an ex over some, like, money or something, and I was like, dang, that sucks. This one girl I really like, she turned me down because my age. She's 2 years older. She acting, you think I'm 21, she's 30. You think is she has 3 kids, I don't know, to be a stepdad. Oh, you know, that's the thing, like, I've thought of that, where I'm like, you know, because there have been girls that I've been attracted to and they've had kids. I'm like, I don't even, that's the thing, I'm like, with me, I'm like, I don't care. If I gotta be a stepdad, I'd be a stepdad. But yeah, I'm like, you know, with me, I don't care. It's something I'm like, you know, it's a life that I just gotta, you know, prepare for. I do want kids at some point in time in my life, so. So this is a stepdad before, but she went back to her baby dad. Dang. Yeah, I'm like that, you know. I mean, if she sees something good in their relationship, then that's good. But once again, it's like with that rejection stuff, though. Okay, okay. Dang, the handling sucks on this. Let me see if I can add some. There we go. Okay. Bro, why does the handling go down? That's not normal. That is not normal. So they lied to me about him. That's the crazy part. Yeah, if I had somebody that was doing that where it's like they were whining about their baby daddy to me, I'm like, fam, I don't know what you expect me to do with this information, but my best advice to you, stop talking to him. Like, that's the thing though with me. Like, I've been told that my advice can be a little bit like harsh, but I feel like at the same time, like, I don't say like harsh things to people, but if it's just like a constant, like somebody's like telling me about something over and over and over and over, like, it depends on what it is. Like, if it's on some relationship stuff, then I'm like, but if it's like on some deeper stuff than the relationship, then yeah, I probably would be a little bit more considerate to the person's feelings. But at times I've told people, I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you this one last time. Like, stop doing what you're doing, okay? I don't want to have this conversation with you no more. They'll be like, why are you being so rude? I'm like, because we've had this conversation like 3 different times. And what have I said each time? But I thought you would have learned after, but you didn't. So now here we are. I'm like, I don't mean to be rude, but you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. It's funny though, like when somebody will tell me some stuff, and then I feel like people know me and they know that I'm always gonna give out advice if you tell me some personal stuff. Like, I don't care what it is, but I'll give out the best advice I can give you. And then when I say some things that they don't want to hear, they're like, I didn't come to you for advice. I'm like, then why are you telling me this story? I didn't ask for this story. Like, there was this one guy, he would always come to my streams and do that. Like, I banned him a while ago, but yeah, he always would come to my streams and tell me some stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give you some advice. Halfway through, then it's like he hears some stuff he don't want to do because he's either scared or whatever. But then he's like, I didn't come here for advice. I'm like, why are you telling me, like, I didn't ask to hear, this. I'm sitting here playing a game. Like, I ain't come here to hear your life story. This ain't Dr. Phil. Starring TMossBoss. Like, this is a freaking stream of me raging on a video game, bruh. Like, I give out advice, but I'm like, people, take it. But for the most part, I have to say I give out good advice. I don't steer people wrong. I don't tell them some stuff and, I'll tell them some things where I'm like, okay, like, that's some stuff that I would do. But no, there was this one girl. She had a kid, and I was like, no, I liked her. She was cool. I don't know, like I never did like really pursue after her like any other girl. Like I brought it up that we should hang out and things, but yeah, I was like I don't know. It didn't have anything to do with her having a kid. I was like, fam, like, if you ever need help, I've told her that. I'm like, if there's ever a time where you need help with your kid on anything, I'm like, fam, I got your back.
You have arrived at your destination.
Dang, I I was gonna go back further. That's all I had to do. Get 3 stars. Cool. But yeah, I think a lot of people there are afraid. So she has kids. What's the most kids you tolerate? I don't know. Like, I've never been put in a situation. Like, give me a number. Give me a number. And I'll let you, like, know how because if it's like, I don't know. I can't, that's the thing. I'm like, 3. I think I can tolerate 3 kids. I think I can. I don't know if I can. I think I can, but yeah, she has 3 kids. I'm like, nah, I can tolerate it. I see. Here's the thing. I'm already like a person with wild energy, so if I'm dealing with like 3 kids, I feel like the key to getting kids to like you is making them laugh. That's the one thing to like. Then once you get good with the kids, I feel like then you're gonna really get good with the mom. So it's like making them laugh, giving them advice, you know, steering them away from trouble. Honestly, you know, taking care of them and stuff. Like being a father figure in their life. I feel like that's like the key to having a successful, like stepdad and stepkid relationship. But some people be afraid of that. Like that makes sense. Yeah, you know, it's like people shouldn't, you know, well, more so guys. But, I mean, girls, too. Like, if there's girls that's like, oh, I'd never date a man with kids. But I never hear of that. But either way, I'm like, a person should never be scared of someone or scared of a relationship because the person got kids. Like, the person got kids. If they can handle that, like, you know, I feel like if they can handle, like, overall, like, a kid, like, on their own, like, helping them out. Yeah, they've already have showed you they can handle a kid on their own. Because if not, they would have adopted that kid, that you would have never known that they had a kid. So if they can handle a kid, you can handle a kid. And they doing it like on their own, single parent. This idea, I have no kids, I want kids of my own. So yeah, and that's the thing. Like I would want kids on my own too. And I mean, I will bring it up to her. And if she doesn't, you know, want any more kids, I would respect that. Like, I would respect it, and just, you know. Bro, that's stupid. Why they put a tree there knowing you're gonna do this jump? Now I gotta do this jump all over again, but that's the thing. Like, I think that would probably be the hard part. 5 is my dream number. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't care if I have a lot of kids. But, I mean, you know, because I ain't trying to be like that one family. They got like 20-something kids. They're like, hi, this is the Moss family, and we have... Bro, why do they got a pyramid and trees there? They know they're gonna put a jump there. Like, oh yeah, let's have a way we put a jump here, but we're gonna put a pyramid and some trees up. It's stupid. I got 3 stars from it, so. But yeah, you know, it don't matter to me how many kids I have. If I have 5, I have 5. If I have less than that, I have less. People talking about what's your thoughts on a polygamous relationship? Bro, I gotta look that up. That's a word. I'm like, somebody approached me with that. I'm like, look, I don't know what that mean. It sounds like it got something to do with shapes. So, hold on, let me go ahead. Look that up. Polygamous relationship meaning. Practice a desire for entering a relationship with more than one partner. And open relation. Nah, I ain't with that. I'm not with open relationships. Nah, it has to be a relationship between me and that girl and me and that girl only. If she want to add like other partners and stuff, I'm like, hey, you could do that. I just can't be here for that. So I'm not with the open relationship, polygamous. You know, Any relationships where it requires more than two partners, two people, I'm like, nah. I'm like, just one girl is enough for me. I'm like, I'm not, you know, like I said, like I'm not into this stuff where I'm like, and even if I'm like talking to one girl, I'm talking to that only girl. I'm like, that's the only girl I want to talk to and stuff. So the open relationships and all that extra stuff, I'm not with it.
You have arrived at your destination.
Did I not get 3 stars from that? I did not get 3 stars from that. 179 more feet. Dang. Alright. But, I mean, people are into that stuff. I have a friend. This friend, she is honestly the most wildest friend I have to say I have. She has, nah, because she's, so, thing is, people do that, spend equal amount time with both partners. I'm assuming they just go to do everything 3. Either that or they're like, okay, so Cassandra, I'm gonna see you Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Alyssa, I will see you Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then Sunday we all go to church. Like, honestly, I feel like that's how that relationship goes. If not, then I don't know. That jump is all the way on the other side. Okay, let me go ahead. To get more of a boost, but nah, this friend that I have, she's married, got a kid, and she's in a relationship, and she got an OnlyFans. She is honestly the most. And I remember going to middle school with her. She was so quiet. Like, you would have thought that I was gonna have that lifestyle. Like, if honestly, if that lifestyle was like put in front of us when we were kids, I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be the one with like marriage, relationship, kid. And I got an OnlyFans for some odd reason. And it's her. She was quiet. Subscribe to the OnlyFans. Nah, but she created like an Instagram account. And I was like, why did she create another Instagram account? And I'm like, oh, to promote her OnlyFans. Okay, so I follow like the Instagram account, but nah, I ain't subscribing to OnlyFans. Should join for experimental. Nah, that's her and her business. I'm like, I ain't with that. Like, even if I'm like the person that's like, you know, nah, you know, if she's already married, I'm like, nah, you already in a relationship or you already married, like. I never understood that. What, being her being married and then in a relationship too? Yeah, that's some wild stuff. If that's what you talking on, then do it. Oh, the OnlyFans. I would assume that he's a part of it.
Turn around when it is safe.
Either that or yeah, he supports it. And the other part, the relationship, and yeah, I was like, I remember when I saw that because she was posting about it, and I'm like, nah, she ain't. She's saying this as a joke, right? She's trying to get people like, oh, like, nah, what she doing? Like, I remember, my thing is like, I didn't care because I had like, there was a few other friends of mine that also got OnlyFans, so why did? So I guess it's just not possible to get 108 feet in that jump. All right, so I will not be doing that. Yeah, that's the thing. He knows. They're like all together on it. What's up, Gigi? Guys, shout out to Gigi. Make sure you go follow her, my best friend. But yeah, like the guy knows, like they're all like to end like on it. And she posted about it on her social media account. So that's why I'm like, wow, like they just don't care in that household. But she cool though. I like, in middle school I remember her being cool. I don't remember her like we never had any problems. Just got back from my day two, Raven. How was your day? I saw that. I watched your story this morning on Snapchat. Them raves be wild, but no, my day is good. My day's chilling. All I heard was only thing. No, I was talking about how a friend of mine, she's married and she's in a relationship with a girl, and she's married to like her husband. Right time, I know you always come in for the weird stuff, and she has an OnlyFans and a kid too. And I remember like just seeing all of that, and then just knowing who she was is like when we were in middle school. Like she was super quiet in middle school, so that's what I was saying. Like if it was a toss up between me and her and who were to have that lifestyle, I would have sworn like, oh, it's me 100%. It's definitely gonna be me.
Turn around when it is safe.
Yeah, she's living the life. Must be nice. I was like, yeah, she's living the life right now, and I'm like, that's wild. I couldn't do it. I mean, it's one of those things where I'm like, hey, that's her life, that's her choice. I ain't gonna judge. Like if that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do.
Turn right.
Has anyone seen an old barn? Why are you asking me that? Like I don't know, bruh. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like I don't think I could be in a relationship with a girl if she does have an OnlyFans, because I'm like, it's just weird, because I ain't gonna want to be a part of it. Let's be quiet now. Yeah, I feel like you were pretty quiet in school, Gigi. Me, I was freaking loud. I was arguing with teachers. I was arguing with students.
Turn left.
I was causing students to cry. I was causing teachers to cry. I'll never forget when I caused my math teacher to cry. But she had it coming. And now me, I have to say, like, I'm not quiet now, but I am content, to myself. Like, I don't just be going out my way causing problems and issues with people, but...
Turn left.
But if I did see a teacher I didn't like, I'm definitely calling them by their first name. I'm like, yeah, we ain't in school no more. I graduated. Yeah, Gigi, here's the thing, like, I have, like, this, this trigger button, like, when I'm mad, like, I'll say some stuff and I'll cause a person to cry. I said, to the teacher, I remember, because she told me that I can sit, like, with my friends after I'm done taking the test, so I go sit with my friends. She's like, nah, Tyler, you gotta go sit back where you were at. They was like, then you just say I could go sit with my friends? Like, while it would say you going against your word. So I just started going in on her. Like, I saying, no, like, you out here saying one thing and saying another. How do I know you a good teacher? You out here doing stuff like this? And then I just remember her face just getting super red. I come back in the classroom. I can tell she was crying. And I'm like, well, you had it coming. You should just let me sit with my friends. You let everybody else sit with their friends. How come you get to sit with your friends? How come I don't get to sit with mine? I never apologized for that either. I remember the one teacher told me you need to go back after class and apologize. I said, all right. I went straight to my next class and I never apologized for that. I felt like I didn't need to apologize. I'm like, cause saying she brought that on herself, so I'm a nice and caring person. I just don't like when people say and do things that make me upset. She won. I'm saying she honestly didn't. And plus, and then this is like my like other best friend. This is like my brother. Like I've known him since I was 10. And you think I'm really not gonna sit next to him and we in the same classroom together? Like teacher, you must have been. Got a good point. I'm saying like I thought I did. For the longest, I was like, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should go back up to that middle school and be like, hey, remember that time when you cried in the classroom? Because I said you wasn't a good teacher? Yeah, I apologize about that. But now that I have it, like, you said that I have a good point. I'm like, okay, cool. I do not plan on going up to that middle school. I'm like, nope. She got to live with that. I bet still to this day, she probably like at a like gym at a punching bag. Got like my face up from one of my YouTube videos just punching at it. There's gonna be a day, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a day where they're like saying like, oh, Tyler's in the hospital. Like some random woman came up and just two-pieced him. He didn't even see it coming. The worst is gonna be if the video gets leaked out. The video gets leaked out. Nah, that teacher, me and her, we gotta have like a celebrity boxing match or something. Punching your merch. I'm saying she'll probably order my merch. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Somebody bought my merch. She got like my hoodie like tied up to a punching bag. She like talking to herself in the gym. They're like, hey, the gym's closing. Like, you gotta go now. She's like, you want to be in this punching bag? Person just leave. I leave. She probably is doing that. I'm just saying, I'm gonna hire security. That's the one person I gotta worry about. I'll pay to see that. I feel like, I don't know. She seems like the type of person, she might know some things. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it would be best. And plus, it's a lose-lose situation for me because, okay, I win the fight. Then everybody's all like, oh, TMossBoss beats a woman in a celebrity boxing match. Then if it's the other way around, they're like, oh, TMossBoss got two-pieced by his old middle school teacher. See, and I don't want to live with that. I don't want to live with that. That's something I'm like, I'll be kind of sad that if that happened. Now I got like, her LinkedIn account tied up to a punching bag, and I'm just going to town on it. No, who was it? Was it her? I think it was her. Yeah, she had a MySpace. This car only cost $50,000. I changed it. No, I like the old look to it. Oh, true. Yeah, she might know some things. So that's why I'm like, I ain't gonna fool with her. I kind of like this car though. And now I gotta save my money in this game. Getting carried away. What did I come here for? I came here to buy a car. I don't even know what car I'm trying to get. What is it, Ford? Imagine if we can fight our teachers and whoever wins get. Oh, man. I will be. I know I will be undefeated. I know I would. That car is $11 million. I will not be buying that car. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead, leave this. But I would be undefeated. Yeah. Yeah, and that teacher, she was a mad teacher too. It would definitely be her. It would be a few other teachers. But that's the thing though. A lot of my teachers was like women. So that's, those are fights that I'm like, I won't be able to, and on top of that, they were kind of like, old too. So that's why I just think that it wouldn't be right if I were to do that. But I'm just saying, like, if they said, like, the prize winnings was, like, $10 million each fight, oh, you best believe I looked them teachers in the face and been like, hey, look, I am so sorry I got to do this to you. Hit them with a couple of minks, and then just fight's over. He talks slow to me like I'm stupid. Just leave his class and he calls security. I feel like you were the type of kid that would just get up and just leave. Like, you'll be on your phone, teacher be like, Gigi, give me your phone. You just look back like, I'm walking out this classroom. I definitely am like, nah, I'm like, you gotta give me a high five or something. I'm like, you walking out the classroom. I'm like, nah. I'm like, do your thing, Gigi. I've been hyping you up every class. Do it for 1,000. What teacher would I like take a boxing match for 1,000? No, there was the one math teacher I had. It was always these math teachers. I'll never forget this one math teacher. She elbowed me in my chest, trying to stop me from leaving the classroom one time over a phone. Literally my own phone. I'm like, ma'am, do you pay the bills for this phone? No, you do not. She legit elbowed me in my chest, stopped me from leaving the classroom. So I was like, all right, this teacher, I'm gonna let you slide with this one, but I'm like, man, if only if you knew how I really felt. No, you would. Of course I would. I definitely been in that classroom hyping you up. Cause like nah, it was like the kids like that. I was like, nah, y'all you like the kids like that was the best ones. For it. Yeah, that teacher, she was and that's the thing. I knew it wasn't me with the problems. Like it was her. She had problems literally with teachers, students, everybody possible. Like she had problems with just about everybody in that school. She probably had problems with the lunchroom lady. Like I know she did. I know for a fact she did. But yeah, I remember they called my mom, and then my mom asked me what happened, and she didn't really like, know like who to believe in that situation. Cause I pushed her. No, when she elbowed me in my chest, I kind of like pushed her back and was all like, "Is you crazy? Like, don't elbow." And then she was like, "You put your hands on me again, you're gonna get expelled." I'm like, all right, cause I gotta go to school and I gotta get my education. So that had been one teacher. If it got my graduation, she'd be like, "Aren't you gonna thank me for helping you?" I'm like, no. I'm like, stone cold stunner you up on this stage, but you ain't gonna get no thank you. Yeah, I was a teacher where I'm like, if I was a woman, yeah, I definitely would have been like, nah. I'm like, we can fight about this. She always had to feel like she had to talk about that too, that she was in the military. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and I play military video games, so what? Always would talk about that when she like started, because it would always be like first day of school. And I remember there was one day I walked past her classroom and she was talking on that stuff. I'm like, man, she got something there. Yeah, that teacher, she was wild. I wonder if she still works at that high school. I gotta go and check and see. But if not, she probably got fired. I'm like, it's crazy how they fired the one teacher that smoked weed, and he was chill. But the other teacher, her, I was like, you don't like your job, get it. Exactly. That teacher, she was like, I don't think any of the teachers at that school liked their job. There are like some that, they did and they were chill, but there was others I'm like, nah. Dang. Yep, I got a tank. What y'all gonna do with that? They trying, dang. I'm gonna play something else. Battlefield is it's just too much of a hectic game to play. I'm gonna play that's what I'm gonna play. Car Mechanic Simulator. '21. We had one teacher fired because he had a video. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. There was one teacher at my school. I think it was the drumline teacher, and they said that he divorced his wife for like a girl. She was 18, but they said that yeah, they were I don't know if they were doing anything at the school, but I'm like, hey yo, that's some wild stuff. But nah, yours is wild. Like I remember one teacher in my middle school, they opened up porn on his computer, and he almost got fired for it because they thought he was looking it up, but it was actually some students. They caught the students on camera doing it, and so they all had got either suspended or expelled. I can't remember, but I was like, nah. Why? I was like, why? He was a chill teacher too. Like, no, that teacher was cool. I think they must have had him confused with the other teacher because the one teacher. He had like an attitude issue. But nah, the one teacher where he almost got fired. I was like, he was chill. I was like, what did he do? I'm like, he gets fired, I'm dropping out of middle school. Like, nah, cause that man, he a teacher. I was about to say GG is probably best because that would have led into a lot of drama and all that stuff. And yeah. I'm trying to think. Nah, there wasn't. Like I said, all my teachers is old. I know they were probably looking at me all like, boy, if he was a few years older. I'm like, ew, no. If I was a few years older, I'd be in freaking Colombia, far away from you. Like, get away. It is weird. I would cry. I would cry if I woke up next to one of my old teachers. I've been, especially like them one of them old ones. If it had been one of them old ones, I'd been like, nah, I've been in tears. I'd say, what happened? She'd rub me across my face talking about, you know what happened. I just started crying. I ran outside crying. I'm saying I moved far. I'm just going to go right back in for it. I don't even feel like playing Car Mechanic Simulator. But yeah, I had been ran outside butt bald naked crying. If I realized I did something with one of my teachers, and if it had been one of the old ones too, yep, I'm like, it's time to go. I'm like, Jesus, just go ahead and take me now. I can't do it. Let's see who is. I'm trying to think. No, I didn't even get along with the substitute teachers. I made one substitute teacher walk out. I remember she got on me. She was all like, because I was a TA for the class. And so she was all like, she said, aren't you the TA? Should you be teaching these kids, overall, like, trying to make them better and things? I'm like, you're the substitute teacher. They hired you. I'm just taking up this, for extra credit. So I'm like, and then she got mad, walked out the class. I'm like, what are you mad for? Don't walk away. I'm like, nah, let's talk about this. Of course she did. I'm saying, like, I had a lot of issues with teachers at my school. I don't know why, but I was like, I knew I should have, like, stopped. But I was like, with me, I'm like, nah, these teachers had it coming. I'm like, they ain't did nothing to you. You overall getting mad at me for what? But nah, if you had been my teacher, GG, nah, I had made sure. I'm like, nah, let me know what your favorite drinks are. Let me know what your favorite food is. You've been the one teacher. I've been like, it's been like that one TV show, Boys Meet World with Mr. Feeney. I'd be like, nah, you gotta come to my college. Like, here, we'll go and, work on, like, all the interviews and the resume and all that stuff. But I'm like, nah, you gotta definitely be my teacher in college. That was a good show. I don't care what anybody said. That was like the one show I can tolerate. I didn't watch that remake they did. There was like Girls Meet World. I was like, nah. I did watch the reunion thing on YouTube. It took him 12 minutes to do that race? How it takes you 12 minutes to do a race? What car can I use? Is that Bentley? Oh, it is. I'm using the Bentley. I gotta do this racing style. I'm gonna go to my high school. I don't know. They haven't really said nothing about it, because, yeah, my high school reunion should be, like, in 2 years. Yeah, because I graduated at 17, so it should be in 2 years, but I don't know. They might not even have one. If they did, I'm like, fam, I freaking can have a high school reunion. I ain't even gonna like say hi to nobody. I'm like, all the kids that I'm like that I was cool with in high school. I'm like, I follow you guys on Instagram, so if you want to meet up, legit, just let me know where we can meet up at, and we could be cool. But plus, that's the thing. That then they're gonna expect me to dress up. I'm not really a dress up type person. I mean, I'll dress up for like special occasions, but a high school reunion, fam, forget a suit. I've been wearing me a Nike jumpsuit. I've been like, nah, Nike jumpsuit, some breads, bread 11s. Nah, not even that. I ain't even gonna. Nah, I'd probably go and just get some like regular, like some mids or some Air Jordan 1 mids. I ain't even gonna give them like no fancy Jordans. Everyone. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was the kids at my school. I'm like, nah. There were some. I'm like, if I see you, don't expect like no head nod or no dab ups or anything. Like, I don't even know you like that. So, but there was other kids where I'm like, nah. Like, let's go to Chick-fil-A and get some waffle fries or something. Like, let's ditch this high school reunion. I didn't even want to be in high school when I was there. So I'm like, why did I like no? I don't want to be there for no reunion. And if I remotely see a teacher, I'm calling them by their first name, so. Especially a teacher I ain't like. If it was a teacher I like, I'm like, nah, I give you respect. I'm gonna call you by your last name still. But if it's a teacher I didn't like, I'm like, hey, what's up, Chuck? Still teaching science? He's like, it's not Chuck. It's my last name. I'm like, nah, I graduated. We as adults now. I'm like, I am calling you by your full government name. That's the one thing about it. I don't think I should have graduated because I still had some fines that I didn't pay. And so, they didn't say nothing. I graduated. I got my diploma. So, they didn't call me up talking about, oh, Tyler owes us $50 in fines. I think that school, I think they hit the lotto once when I graduated because now they're renovating the place, adding all these new things. They changed up the whole school. I'm so mad. I'm like, you had this old cheap, broken down outdoor school for the 4 years I was there. Fines. Yo, yeah, they had like, book fines. Like, because I think I had like some book fines, like for the library. Like, our school, they would charge us like if we were late. They were like blockbusters pretty much. Books, yeah. Books. There was this one girl. There's a girl I was friends with. She had like she said she was gonna be able to graduate on time because she didn't pay her cheerleading like uniform or something. Fine, whatever it was. But it was like $500. I'm like, you're talking to a 16-year-old girl, like, or like 17-year-old girl, like, what? Like, the girl ain't even got no job. Like, how you gonna expect her to pay $500 for some stuff like that? It ain't even worth it. Oh, I'll take that. Dang, all for just doing that race? But watch, I'm probably gonna get sued by my high school in the near future. Like, famous YouTuber. Yeah, yeah. I thought that was crazy. I was like, oh nah, that school is tripping. If you think I'm gonna really spend that much money on a cheerleading uniform, I've been out there cheerleading butt naked. I'm not gonna pay no $500 for no outfit. I'm gonna like it, it ain't even worth it. So, nope. I was like, you is good, fam. I ain't doing that. Oh wait a minute, there was a thing there. I'll take that. Anything else? No? Okay. But yeah, there were they didn't, I don't know. They more so cared like for the credits and stuff. Like cuz I think I needed ultimate thing. Yeah. Yeah, there was I think when I had last checked it was like, but it was years ago. They probably don't even have that stuff in their like database no more, but I remember I checked like right after I had graduated and they said it was like I owed like it was either like $20 to $50 in fines. I said, I was like, oh dang. But they was like, they mailed me my diploma already, so I was like, I'm not I ain't gonna go back. I'm like, nope. Card can I use? That Acura is actually nice, but nah, I won't go and do this in style. What car can I use? I got some Lamborghinis. Do you guys do a float building? Or float building or skit night? What's a skit? Skit night sounds so sexual. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like it involves a lot of stuff that I don't even want to be involved in. And float buildings? With them buildings like outside the school or like... So that's some type of stuff where I'm like, hey yo, I'm gonna need to buy a Val. Like, I'm gonna need some assistance on this. I think I'm gonna use this Acura. Nah, it's like, I don't know what that is, but if it's anything sexual, kids is doing that crap all around the school. Kids at my school didn't care. Kids is caught having sex in the library, so... It's like a play. Oh! See, that's where my mind is at. I don't know, but... No, we didn't do plays. Our acting... Oh, no. The kids at our school, we didn't act. We couldn't act. I could act. We actually, you know what? No, we did have like this, it was like a video editing class. But it was like it was like a TV, like, broadcast thing that would go around the whole school. And so, I remember I did do that class. I was, like, helping out with, like, video editing. And then they had me, like, act some stuff out. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's kind of like YouTube. See, now, that teacher in that class, he was chill, too. Now, that's one teacher, I call him by his last name. I don't remember his last name. I had to go through the yearbooks and stuff, but... Nah, he was chill. But that was a chill class. Because he did that class, and he did like a speech and debate class. And I was like, the speech and debate class, he was just overall a good teacher. I'm like, hey, yo, that's real life Mr. Feeney. They ain't gonna give me no good car. My acting teacher was named Mr. Fungundus. Fungundus. That sounds like something a doctor would tell you that you got. Like, so, Gigi, I'm gonna have to ask you to, sit down. I have to, you know, break this news. He was great. Oh, okay, if he was a cool teacher, okay, cool. But his last name, it sounds like a foot disease that you catch. It's like, Gigi, sit down. I had to explain to you. So your left foot, we're gonna have to perform surgery on it because you were diagnosed with Fagundus. Like, Fagundus? What is that? They're like, it's a rare, like, you know, African fungus. Like, I'm not even African. What are you talking about? Then you're like, dang, I was watching a lot of, like, Tyler's streams and stuff. I'm saying, like, that sound like some stuff like the doctor would say. You got Fagundis. I'm like, what does that mean? Like,
In 400
he's just
yards,
like, I'm sorry, but
turn
that
left.
foot, we're gonna have to do surgery on it. I'm saying, like, that teacher's last name, he had said that name out loud. I had cracked a smile. I cracked a smile, started looking around the class. I'm like, yeah, you already know I'm gonna start clowning up. This teacher gets on my bad side. I'm like, bro, your parents woke up in 1968 and said, we gonna name our kid Fagundis. Like,
You
gonna
have
be my
arrived at your
next
destination.
stream title. The Fagundis stream. Got the Fagundis. I'm saying, like, that's what it honestly, that's what it sounds like. Like, nah, you got that Fagundis. I can't be chilled with you no more. It's either that of like a toe fungus or it's like some like weed or something. I got that Fagundis on the low. I'm like, what? What's that? That's that weed that hits. Like, weed that hits. I don't know about that, bro. I ain't asked for all that. I just, I just want just some plain old marijuana. He's like, nah, but if you get the Fagundis, it's marijuana but times 10. Like, I'm like, I don't trust that, bro. It's his last name. I'm saying, like, that's an odd last name. But if you say he was a chill teacher, I'm like, hey. I'm like, his last name ain't chilled. His last name is wild. But you say he was extra, so. A last name like that, it's that thing. I'm saying. It is every, like, weed put in one. Like, it ain't marijuana, it's marijuana. The G is, like, it is loud and proud. It's funny how I'm like, I don't smoke, but I can come up with, like, some, like, sayings and stuff. Like, if they wanted me to do a commercial for some weed, like, I feel like I would do a good commercial. Trying to think, like, what would I say? Like, if you guys ever just, have had them moments where you just want to just slow down. He was hilarious, but passionate about teacher. Oh, yeah, we all had teachers like that. I had a guitar teacher that was like that. Bro was mad passionate about guitar. But he was only teaching us, like, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star and stuff. And I'm like, bro, can we, like, do some, like, Jimi Hendrix stuff or something? Like, why is we learning this? Like, let us learn something else. Wish I could smoke, but I get paranoid. See, and that's my problem. Like, I don't want to get to that situation where I'm panicking. I'm like, guys, like I can't hear the colors no more. Everybody's all like, Tyler, you just took one too many hits, man. Just sit down and relax. I'm like, nah, the colors, I used to be able to hear colors. I don't hear them no more. What happened? They were like, bro, you can't hear colors, man. Just sit down and relax. I'm like, guys, my lungs. I can't feel my lungs. I can feel my ribs. I can't feel my lungs. Like, bro, this is it, man. They were like, hey, yo, we can't smoke with him no more because he gonna start panicking and stuff. Pretty much like how Chris Tucker was acting in Friday. That had been me running down the street in my drawers, hiding in Debo's pigeon coop. How it took that guy like 27 minutes to do this? I'm like, bro, it should only take a less than a minute. These people don't know how to drive in this game. That is scary. L So funny. So weed makes me calm, but then inside I'm stressing out. My eyes wide. Yo, G, you good? See, my thing is like, I feel like that. I don't know. I would get extremely paranoid and be like, hey guys, like something's just not right. What is the thing that I just did? They said to do that in the thing. Supposed to clean time on the. I'm so confused. Hearing colors. I'm saying that's some stuff that I would say. That honestly would be some stuff that I would say, and everybody's all like, "Bro, how he hear colors?" They're like, "Can we hear colors? Like, what is he talking about?" I've been up there mad panicking. Watch too much TV. Honestly, I do. Like, no, I'm gonna lie. Like, I be watching a lot of TV, so that's probably why I came up with some stuff like that. People have been like, hey, yo, Tyler, you gotta relax, man. I'm like, nah, y'all gotta relax. You guys are the ones with the problem. They're like, last time we bring him out with us. What car can I use? I think I'm gonna use the Dodge. About the other day, what happened? Alright, let's try this again. Die. Oh, probably because I hit rewind. Come on, bro, don't hit that wall. So the moon is in space and Earth is in space, so technically, aren't we from space too? I mean, I feel like if something or somebody out in space, like, cause we all like technically, yes, we are all like from space, but so that's one of those like high questions. I'm like, it got me sitting down thinking like, dang, so I'm not even from Seattle, Washington. People gonna be like, see, that's the thing. You can't go out and tell nobody like, oh, where are you from? Space. We're all from space. Then you end up becoming that friend that nobody don't want to talk to because you know you having these woke conversations. And I'm like, bro, like I ain't signed up for all that. So yeah, technically we are. I mean, they want to call us humans, but I'm saying there's some people out there, they don't be acting like humans. Dang, man. They probably ain't gonna count it. See? Yeah, we might be aliens. We might be. Feel like humans is just, you know, some science people. They just came up with that and was like, hey, yo, let's just, like, they know. We don't know because then just like millions of years ago and stuff. Thing is that I'm waiting for is like, I want it to happen where we end up going to a different planet. And it's just, you know, I want it to be like some Twilight Zone type stuff too. Like we all go to a different planet, we go there and we end up like seeing like doppelgangers of ourselves and stuff. Like there's like another like GG, there's another me. I feel like you GG, you're probably on the other planet. You're probably like president of the United States or something. Fine has been to be I that's you know, I ain't gonna laugh. Nah, I ain't laughing at that. Nah. But it's dang. Yeah, my family, we're just, you know, we shouldn't even be here. I shouldn't even be here in the first place. Like, if we're gonna truthfully be honest, like, I feel like if we meet our other aliens there, be a war. I know, right? It's gonna be like that movie Us. We're gonna legit be fighting ourselves. Like that, and that's another thing. I'm like, Gigi, if there was that movie Us, do you think you'd be able to handle your like twin person in the fight? Honestly, I feel like either my person is scary or he knows how to fight, and that he can fight well. That's what I fear. Like, my guy is probably like the leader of everybody, and they expected me to go like toe to toe with them. I'm like, nah, I ain't signed up for all that. No, they will win. I'm saying, like, I know for it. I think my guy, he's probably like leading the underground. He's trying to find out where I'm at. I'm like, I'm pulling out a pistol. I didn't forget this. I'm like, nah, you getting shot. Because you is not trusted. You got like, I feel like even then, like, he just take the bullet and just be like, I'm immune, bruh. Like, nah, we gotta fight till death. Yeah, I gotta get these accolades. Oh, I gotta do one in each class. Dang. Let me go ahead and mark. Cause I just kept doing the same classes over and over again. Send C. Okay, let's see.
In 400 yards, turn left.
So where are you going raving? I don't know. I gotta find like a group of friends that like go raving, but for the most part, I don't think any of my friends do any of that stuff. If not, and that's the thing. Where I'm like, I don't know. Like, it'd be just kind of weird if I just do it by myself. So that's why I'm like, I would like to go, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like I gotta go with people. Wait, let's see. I got these 2, 3. Let's see. Oh, that's it. That's all those cars. 5, 6.2. So make friends that rave. Yeah, they probably got like one of those like, hey, you know, hey, that's actually a good idea. A website like a rave meetup. You just meet up with a group of people. Like rave. That's a bro. GG, me and you, we gotta come up with an app called Rave Up. And you just meet up with a group of people that just, you know, so you could go to raves with other people. That's a good idea. And it's like, okay, like, are you a newbie? There might be a Seattle solo ravers. Make a post there. Okay, okay. Yeah, because Seattle be having some raves too. There was one of the friends I remember because she said how she goes to raves. Have that. Oh, well then never mind. See, somebody out here is stealing my ideas. Even though I had just thought of that, but still. And I messed up. But yeah, I might have to end up downloading that app. Be like, hey, I'm brand new to the scenes. My friend Gigi told me about this. Radiate. That's such a better name too. I'm still gonna come out with my app. I'm gonna call it Rave Up. Saying, you know, there's multiple dating apps. There's gonna be multiple rave meetup apps. I'm still gonna come up with my app. I'm gonna make it seem like it's the first app to ever be created too. Like creators is TMossBoss and GZombie. Or for friends and make groups. Okay, okay. I'm stealing all those ideas from that app too. Oh, come on, no crash. They just came to a complete stop. That's so weird. Do it. I am. I know. I'm biting off those people. Gonna steal my idea, and I just thought of it. Nah, it ain't going down like that. That's the thing, though. Based off of what you told me, like, I feel like I'm gonna go to one of those raves and just be like, hey, yo, I was not ready for this. I just hope, like, there ain't nobody that go there and they be smelling. Because, you know, it's, like, gonna get all hot and warm. People gonna be sweating. No, I ain't trying to deal with all that. So I'm saying, like, hopefully everybody done, you know, got their hygienes, all that stuff cleared. But I'm kind of hesitant about doing the crowd stuff. I mean, even though I am vaccinated, but still, I ain't trying to take no chances. Just dive it. I'm saying, I just thought of that app. First of its kind. I don't care what anybody says. Like, the idea is mine. And if they try to sue me, I'm like, nah. I was streaming and came up with that idea. I got a witness. I got 4 witnesses. 1's chatting, 3's lurking. Yeah, there's from see, and that's the thing. Like, I'm going there like either in some cologne, deodorant, soap, water, like some lotion, something. But I'm like, I can't just go there and just, you know. Yeah, that's just. I don't know how I can't do it. I go and make sure I smell good even if I'm going to the freaking to the store. Now I gotta go to a place where I'm surrounded by people? Nah. I mean, I ain't gonna like overly like body myself down in like, you know, deodorant or cologne or whatever, but I'll make sure like if I'm gonna go out to one of these places and it's gonna be hot and stuff, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna make sure I smell good. Make sure the smell goods is working. But yeah, I'm like, bro, this ain't no football practice, man. Like, you gonna have to go take a shower real quick. And that's another thing where I'm like, I more so want to be like the person that like had like that starts up the rave. I want to be like the music producer. That's my thing about raves. I just want to be the guy, the DJ guy. That's just, you know, that's like causing everybody to go crazy. Okay, got that BMW. Alright. But yeah, that's like one dream of mine. I want to like DJ for like a rave or like, you know, one of those like festivals. You know, people that shower, put deodorant and perfume, they still stink. Nah, yeah, there are people that do that, and I'm like, nah, you need holy water. You don't need bath water. You need holy water. Because bath water obviously ain't working for you, so look at the outcome. So much bank just to travel on park. I'm saying, like, I want to do that. I want to, like, you know, get into that. I bought, like, some, like, music equipment gear, and I just recently bought FL Studios. And I remember I re-downloaded this sound. I just recently re-downloaded this sound kit. I'm gonna make some rave music. I'll make a bunch of different type of music, but I'm gonna get into it. I'll make sure that you get, like, you know, free VIP passes and all that other extra stuff. You know, yeah, I'm saying, like, if you took a shower, you put on deodorant, perfume, cologne, lotion, everything possible, and you still stink, you need holy water. You need to be baptized.
Arrived at your destination.
Could go back. I'm saying no. I'll definitely do it. I'm gonna definitely do it. People gonna security gonna be like, hey, there's this girl here. She said that, you know, her name is Gigi G Zombie. She claims to know you. And then all of a sudden, I'm gonna hear like a bunch of commotion going on. I'm like, hey, what's going on over there? Look, I see you got, like, you're mounting on the back of a security guard's back. You got this man in the chokehold. I'm like, dang, Gigi got arrested. Show didn't even start yet. They interviewed me. They had been like, so what did you see? I'm like, look, I was about to perform. All of a sudden, my best friend Gigi, she was mounting on this security guard's back, put him in the chokehold. That man wasn't moving for like a good 5-10 minutes, so we all got scared. I left. I went home. I said, show's over. Be your bye. Alright. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, no offense, but I feel like you guys messed around and got carried away. Next thing you know, I ain't got, like, attacked by a bunch of crazy people on Molly and stuff. Either Molly or ecstasy. That's it. I remember it was a friend of mine. She took, because that's all I was gonna, like, you know, go to some rave things with her, but then she was all like, she told me she be taking ecstasy and stuff. I'm like, do I have to take that? Because I really don't want to take that. I just drink a Red Bull and some Fiji water. She was like, you gotta, like, she was like, you gotta feel it. I'm like, I ain't trying to feel nothing. I'm just trying to go there and listen to some music. Add to my Spotify account. Yeah, I can see right now I got attacked by some people. I'm out there screaming help. You guys over there cracking jokes in the back laughing. I gotta be my own security guard. But yeah, I was like, that friend, I was like, she is wild. I'm told, I remember I asked her that too. I'm like, you take, like, I can't remember, is it ecstasy? Go sober to events. Like today, I didn't drink. See what I'm saying? Like, drinking I can maybe understand, like, you know, people, you know, but she be taking, like, but either way, like, my thing is, like, I just go sober, like, because I'm not even big into drinking, so I know I'll go sober. I'd take me some Red Bulls, but I think I remember I asked her, she said she goes to all her shows, like, when she takes, like, some pills or something. I'm like, fam, like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like there's a man out there and his name is Bill Cosby and he looks for women like you. Like, and it's a scary situation. I'm like, do you need like a bodyguard of some sorts? Like, but yeah, I was like, it's risky for me to do some stuff like that. I'm like, I definitely, if I ain't smoking, I know I definitely ain't taking no pills. That, edibles, I already know, because I already know edibles is like the worst of all, like, of them all. So I freaking take edibles. I already know if I take edibles, it's over. It's like, I'm laid out in the middle of that rave crying. But yeah, I'm gonna work on that stuff, the DJing stuff. At some point in time, I don't know when, but I'm gonna make sure I get up at one of them shows. And I swear if I get booed, I'm like, nah. I'm spraying everybody in that crowd with a fire extinguisher. I'm gonna make sure I say that before the shows. I'm like, make sure you guys is hydrated, because I don't want nobody passing out in the middle of this show. I don't want to shut the show down, get the Travis Scott treatment, and get sued for $2 billion, because I do not have no $2 billion. So, definitely, yeah. I'm saying, like, that's my thing, is, like, you know, shows like that, I always, like, care about people's safety. You know, like, I just want to make sure people are safe. Fun for an experience. Yeah. Yeah, like, with performing, yeah, I definitely want to do that. I ain't stage diving, because next thing you know, somebody done grabbed my butt. I look down, it's some weird 60-year-old man talking about, that's a firm butt you got there, and now I'm in the crowd fighting. Making a whole crowd of... I'm saying, like, I 100... That's all... It's always been a dream of mine. Always been a dream of mine. So I'm definitely gonna make sure of it. I already got, like, all my music gear. I think my dad, he sent me a picture. I don't know if he's gonna do it or not. He might do it for Christmas, but if not, I'll just end up getting it myself. But get one of those, like, DJ turntables. Watch, if I become, like, the next, like, Marshmello or Deplo or just any other... Or, no, Excision. Excision, I was like... That, I'd be listening to the mixes of Excision, and I'm like, hey, yo. Excision is, like, the one that I'm like, hey, I can listen to the music from Excision. I've been listening to the music from Excision. I've been listening to that stuff since, like... Since high school. Like, 2010. I see everybody talk about Excision now. I'm like, bro, you wasn't there when they were doing them mixes, the 2010, 2011 mixes. I was there. I seen it all. People are like, what are you talking about? Like, what did you see? I didn't go to no shows, but I definitely was listening to the music. Please don't stage dive. I'm saying, I just, because it's either going to be some weird man that's going to grab my butt, or everybody's going to move out the way and just let me hit the ground. And if they do that, show's over. I'm like, y'all ain't getting your money back, show's over. I'm like, nah, because y'all just going to let me fall on that ground like that. They start booing me. I'm like, I don't care. They go ahead and boo me. They're going to be like, listen to X. Yeah, of course. I've been listening to... So here's the thing. So I used to listen to it back in high school, like the mixes. And then I had stopped for some reason because I didn't really like the 20... I think it was either... Once it got to like 2013, 2014, I had stopped listening to it. And then I got back to listening to it maybe a couple of years back. So yeah, I love the like, you know, the mixes and all the songs that they have at those festivals. But yeah, I was listening. I remember it was a friend of mine. She got me like into dubstep, and then she told me about Excision, and I was like, oh dang. I was like, this sounds kind of nice. Complete a Horizon Tour Drive. What do they mean by that? What's a Horizon Tour Drive? I come here for this, or... I don't even know what that means, a Horizon Tour Drive. It's like, I am confusion. Okay, I'm just gonna uncheck that. Ain't gonna have my brain all bottled up. What do they mean by that, though? Like... Wait, what cars do you get here? Ooh, eliminate 2 opponents in the same game. See, I tried playing that in the last one. I ain't like it. So I ain't fooling with that. Being rivals, okay. You just go and just do this one.
In 100 yards, turn right.
But yeah, I was like, back, I remember when I was in high school, oh, I was freaking in love with like dubstep music, all different types of like EDM music. I remember getting heavily into Skrillex, like early age like Skrillex, and then of course like yeah, Excision. Where's some other like artists? There was a lot of different music I was listening to back then. And I don't know, like for some reason I just stopped. Like I just stopped listening to it all. I'm like, I don't know why. Skrillex, yeah, Skrillex, his music was freaking goated. I don't know, I still kind of like from time to time listen to his music today. Seen him so many times. I remember just watching his videos a lot. I used to watch his videos all the time when I was in school. It's like, yeah, shout out to my friend for getting me into dubstep. If it wasn't for her, I don't know. Now it's like it just trips people out when I tell them like, oh yeah, I listen to EDM. They look at me like, what? It trips out so many people. I listen to like EDM, heavy metal. Shoot, there's some country songs out there that slaps. There's some country artists out there. I'm like, hey, this dude, he's spitting. Like, what is some other? But yeah, EDM. I have to say, probably like out of them all, like I really do like EDM music. EDM is just because it can honestly. I feel like EDM, you can add just about anything to it. Definitely need to go to a rave. Then yeah, one day. Either that, it's either I go or I'm gonna perform at a rave. Tennessee Whiskey Slap. That sounds... I know that's a country song. Anything that got to do with alcohol and down south, I'm like, nah, that's... Yeah. And it's like a white, like, southern state, too. Yeah. I'm saying there are probably some black people out in Tennessee, but I'm just saying, like, that's, yeah. And it's, yeah, that's... I know that's a country song. Why'd you like, no, that's an EDM artist. That's just his name. Michael, he listens to country music. With a name like that, it is. I knew it was. I listen to that song. Yeah, I bet money it starts with a guitar. It's a bomb country song. I already know it starts off with a guitar. It probably leads into some other like instruments and stuff, but it definitely starts off with a guitar. And then it like trips people. I'll be listening to like 50s type music, like Frank Sinatra and stuff. I'm saying Frank Sinatra slap. Like there's this one movie called Christine, and they play like a bunch of like old music all throughout the movie, and I'm like, music in there was pretty good. What's another like good old song? Oh yeah, there was a one song from Ghost. They were sitting around playing with the clay and stuff. I was like, that was a good song. Unchained Melody. I don't care what anybody says. That song, I'm gonna play that song at my wedding. EDM artist name. Motown. Yeah, I'm saying like, yeah. Especially like Motown, yeah. Like Black Michael Jackson. I mean, like when Michael Jackson, when he was mixed, like, it was cool. Then when he became white, I was like, I don't know, but Smokey Robinson. Oh yeah, definitely Smokey. Oh yeah, 100%. Smokey Robinson got some music out there where I'm like, bruh. Like, what did they be doing in the studio where they just come up with some music like that? Like, them guys is coming out with some hits. Be 5-minute songs of just hits. I'm like, dang. Artists just can't do music. I mean, some can, but I'm like, music, but like from like back then, I'm like, I don't know.
Turn right.
Listen to Bollywood music. Bollywood music? I haven't listened to Bollywood. I've heard of it. I've seen the dances, but I need to. That's like a genre I need to like listen and get into. I remember no, there was this band from Iceland. There's it's like Sigur Ross or something. They had their song in what was that? Freaking dang, what's the name of that movie? Slumdog Millionaire. There's a movie or there's a song that they played in the trailer of that movie, and I was like, hey, I don't even know what them guys are saying, but that song slaps. I got that freaking Spanish music. What's that one? Suavemente. You play some slaps one. Okay, cool, cool. I always appreciate some music, so. But yeah, people, I'm saying there's like some music out there. I don't know what them guys are saying, but I'm like, hey, yo, this music slaps, man. I think, what I do all this stuff I can do in here. They just want me to just go. Do you actually dance though? I remember me and my sister, we had that Michael Jackson dancing game. That was the only time when I did dance. But other than that, I was like, do I just be out there just dancing? Nah, I ain't got the moves like that. Beat 2, S2 class. Go. Okay. That's the big question. I mean, yeah, it might be a disappointment, but I don't got it. I don't got it in me. If people be expected, I ain't gonna be sitting around like spinning around on my head and stuff. Like, I just do the basics. Like I can like, how you dance? Oh, I plan on. I know I'm gonna get like the lessons, the dancing lessons, where you could just hire somebody to teach you the dances. Like the thing is that I have rhythm. Like I can go to the beat with the song, and I'm not dancing like I'm playing like Twister, or like trying to solve a puzzle with my body. But like I have rhythm. Like I said, I can do like the basics, but I ain't gonna be sitting there like, what's that guy that did that pumped up kicks like dubstep breakdancing video back like in the early 2010s? Like, I ain't doing all that extra stuff. Just the basics. Getting yeah, because I'm like, I want to do like some ballroom dancing. I want to take my wife and start spinning her around on the floor. Do like some dirty dancing, throw her off up in the air, and well, not like catch her, but like be balanced out with my body, because it just takes one shoulder roll, and next thing you know, she coming down. Most guys wouldn't do that. Look, I ain't trying to get at my wedding and then be like, oh, I don't know what to do, so nah. I know I gotta get lessons. No, I plan on like going all out for my wedding. I want to have like my thing is like I want to have like a big wedding. I want to have like a nice wedding and stuff. Have like our moment where we dance. But if they play that one right song, I'm like, fam, I'm like, forget it. Like if they play like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough by Michael Jackson, nah, I'm rolling that sleeve up just like how he did in the video. I'm doing the dances just like how he was doing. I'm like, and that's just gonna be my one little moment. I'm looking at my wife and be like, babe, you can do whatever you want to do, but I just gotta have my moment. Michael Jackson was getting like, and it was like I said, black Michael Jackson, and when he was mixed too, well, more so when he was black. Like he came out with Thriller. I don't even think he realized what he was doing. Nah, I ain't dancing. Nah, they start playing Pony by Genuine. Nah. maybe like So Anxious or Differences or something like. But if they start playing Pony, then yeah, then my wife gonna be expecting me to do some like Magic Mike stuff. I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Not when my parents is here. Like, got them. Yeah, of course he does. Early age Michael Jackson, man. They had me as a backup dancer for Michael Jackson. I had just been in that back just smiling. They had been like, we don't know what this backup dancer's problem was, but that dude was cheesing every time he did a song with Michael Jackson. I'm like, cuz, I'm happy, bro. This man out here got me dancing to hits. I'm like, bro. Thriller, that's one of those albums where it's like, I don't care what anybody says, like, Thriller is just one of those albums where it's like, nah, I don't know. Some artists can come out with some good albums, but Thriller is one of those albums I'm like, that was a good album. You're still playing them songs till this day. You grinding. See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't got like the body functions to do that type of stuff. So they start playing that song, I had sat back down in my chair and been like, I'm not dancing to that. I'll dance to anything else, but I'm not dancing to that. Nah, friend. No, I'm saying, like, my mom and dad playing it, like, if they, they gonna be there, I ain't doing that. I ain't trying to have her, they look up at me, and they are like, what is you doing? I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. Some other races that I can do. I'll dance to anything. I feel like, yeah, GG, I feel like you're the type where it's like they'll start playing some like heavy metal, and then out of nowhere you just start like mosh pitting, and everybody's just looking like, hey yo, what's she doing? Like, what is she doing right now? You just haul off and just start swinging, punching somebody in the face. I don't get that about the mosh pit. Somebody punched me in my face. I'm like, nah. I had been pulled my pants up, been like, nah. I'm like, now we just gotta get the swinging. It's like one of my friends, she always be going to those type of concerts. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. She don't be in the mosh pits, but I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I'm gonna use this Mustang. This Mustang's so clean. So I'm gonna get a lot of money one day. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna just fix it up. 2 shirts and mosh. Those guys push hard. I'm just like, that's the thing. It was like friend of mine, cause she always be going to like heavy metal concerts, and I'm like, look, like I got your back if anything goes down, but I'm just saying, like, don't get in the mosh pit. Like, I'll go to the shows with you. We can, stand there and listen, cause that's what she usually does anyways. But I remember she said one time, she was like, oh, I want to get in the mosh pit. I'm like, look, I don't know about all that. I'm going to definitely wear like a football uniform of some sorts. I'm like, I got like this like workout vest. And I'm like, that thing got like these sandbags in it to make it like all heavy when I'm outside exercise. I'm about to put that on in case somebody going to try to punch me in my ribs. They just going to punch a vest full of sand. I'm gonna wear like a face guard. I'm like, yeah, now we can mosh pit. My face is protected. I put on the whole football uniform from the tights all the way down to the pads, the helmet, shoulder pads. I'm putting all that stuff on. There must have been like people that work for Microsoft doing these. How you spend 15 minutes doing one of these laps? That don't make no sense. I'm just out here freaking killing it with these accolades. Just can see you with the helmet. I know. Because I'm like, yeah, go ahead, hit me in the head. Y'all gonna be going home with fractured hands. So I'm like, go ahead, hit me in the head. Then I'm wearing that weighted vest. I probably, you know, would have been all sweating and stuff, but hey, at least I'm gonna smell good. I know that much. Hey, what they doing? They just come through, just crashing into a bunch of stuff. Oh, they probably trying to find a barn. This horn is so funny. It really sounds like my car trying to start up. That'd be so embarrassing. You just stuck out in the middle of the road. I've been mad. Like, I don't know who sold me this whole fake Jeep, but sure, cologne. My cologne, I don't even know how to pronounce the not Nautica, and then there's another one I can't even like make out what the name is. I used to be like that Tag and Axe body spray, but I make sure I stand there in the store and be smelling like which one smells the best, but I used to be that person. But I feel like it's like nothing wrong with it. Just don't layer your like body in it. And you know, actually like shower if you're gonna use it. There's people, they just be like, I don't need to shower. I just spray myself with some Axe body spray. Like, bruh, you watch the commercials. Them guys shower. Then they spray their bodies with it. Then the girls like them. But you ain't, it ain't gonna work like that. You can't do that. They're like, nah, it'll be alright. I'm like, it's not gonna be alright. Like, you gonna have to change that. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this race, the Back to the Future car, and after that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day with this stream. I wish they made it look just like the movie, the car in the movie, but is that Jake from State Farm? There was a light-skinned dude in the crowd. It looked like Jake from State Farm. Got him like in a jean outfit. That's him right there. But can't fool anyone skipping on shit. I'm saying, because it's like, you know, you'll be able to just like forget seeing it. You gonna smell it. I remember there was this one kid, he thought like that's all he had to do. There's this kid I went to middle school with. Never seen it. Wow. You gotta watch that. Watch the first one. Watch the first one. Second one and third one, it's alright, but you gotta watch the first one. But nah, there's this one kid I went to school with that he said showers don't exist. They're like, bro, I'm pretty sure you got one, like. And that kid just cologne. All his clothes, cologne. I'm like, bro, you gonna have to do something about that, man, because that ain't right. Like, hey, it's not right. The way you is smelling. Smell like freaking a car battery and freaking like, I don't know, old like fry oil. Like blend in a car battery and old fry like fries, like, you know, they'd use for the oil, and yeah, that's what he was out here smelling like. I'm like, bro, you gonna have to change that like today. Get you some soap and water. Like, nah, holy water. That guy, he needed a strong case of holy water. Way he was smelling. I'm like, that ain't even normal. I know. He's still, to this day, he's probably like, dang, He's like, why don't no girl want to be with me? It's like, cuz, bro, you smell like fry oil and car batteries. Like, you don't even work at a shop, man. You work at a grocery store. Why you smell like car batteries and fry oil? One thing, if you use a mechanic, then it's like, okay, it makes sense on why you smell like car batteries. Not like old car batteries. Like just nah, bro. You gotta stop at some point. You can't do that. You can't keep doing that to yourself. What games is this? What's this? Oh, it looked like another dumb game. I ain't fooling with that. What's this game all about? Oh, this comes out today. What is that? It's like, what do you do with this? Like, what do you do with that? What do you do with this? I can't fight that. All right. I'm saying that guy, I'm like, yeah, he shouldn't be out here smelling like car batteries. Like, and not even like the good ones. He smells like a flea market car battery. I'm saying that, you know, they ain't gonna smell good, so. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, call it a day with this stream. But I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Shout out to my good friend G Zombie for stopping by. Make sure if you guys haven't, go follow her if you're watching this at a later time. Or if anybody is watching this now, follow her. One of the dopest streamers on this platform. Oh, I like that, guys. Okay. Ugh. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh, I would have instantly just threw up and died. You lick a nip and then just, oh man, that just, nah, that sounds like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's, nope. Yeah, that don't sound right. But anyways, dang, that's the image I gotta go with when I go to sleep tonight. That's crazy. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Stay tuned for the stream in the morning. And yeah, peace.